Yeah, Emil, what does Darian Dalcourt contribute to the running game, and how big of a loss was that against LSU?
I think Darren's a really valuable piece to our offensive line, and one thing about the O-line is all five guys have to work as one, so we have really good continuity with Darian in the lineup, and it really helps us when he's in. So it was a tough loss, and looking forward to having him back. Hopefully he's healthy this week.
Nick Kelly.
Hey, Emil, what needs to happen for you guys to win more one-on-one battles up front?
I think the narrative is that the one-on-one battles will hurt us. I don't think that's really necessarily the problem. I think LSU had a really good game plan, and I think it limited us from getting up to the linebackers and getting to the second level as much because there were so many one-on-ones on the line. So that's like a big factor because they have a really good linebacker. I mean, they obviously have a really good linebacker in number 18. So we knew that coming into the game. The five-man front, the bear front, made it hard for us to get to the linebacker. So it wasn't necessarily the one-on-ones, but we can do a better job of, owning our individual blocks and then working on them more throughout the week. I mean, we had a really good, what I say, people practice against for one-on-one blocks with Phil Mathis and Will Anderson. So look forward to that and continue to get better.
Michael Casagrande.
Was it frustrating at times Saturday night when the running plays weren't going for many yards?
I think it's always frustrating as offensive lineman because you want to establish the run, and that comes with scheme, comes with game plan. It's more than just 1-2 and effort. So I think the 1-2 and effort is definitely there, and I think some more things we can clean up as far as in-game adjustments and things like that. So we continue to work hard on that and try and improve like we've been trying to do this whole season.
Joey.
With Darian Dalcourt being injured, of course, David George has taken over right tackle. What is your assessment of him, and how good of a job do you think he did, stepping up and filling that role?
I think Damien did a really good job of stepping in and being ready when his number was called. It's something we always talk about. Just you never know when it's your time to step up. So I think now Damien sees how valuable it is just to practice really hard throughout the week and be prepared for the game. So he'll be even more prepared if he has to go in again.
Charlie.
Emil, you mentioned Will Anderson earlier. Just what's it like practicing against him, and what's it like watching him in the season he's had this year?
I mean, it's tough practicing against him. I mean, obviously he's one of the best defenders in the country, but he's also really good at the same time because he's getting you better. So just knowing that you can block him and, going at it and competing with him, it makes you better for Saturday. And just seeing him out on the field is fun to watch. He brings a lot of energy to the team with the plays he makes. And, man, he's a valuable leader and a player on the field for us.
Final two questions, Michael and then Stephen.
Now, what do you think what are the common misperceptions fans have when they watch offensive line? It's a pretty technical thing that most people don't understand. What are the misperceptions and how do you try to clear that up?
I think the misperceptions is that if something's not going well, like protection or the run game, that is solely just the offensive line. Like a lot goes into having a successful run player, successful protection. Starts with the call, starts with the idea of the mic or whatever pressures are bringing and identifying them correctly, and just stuff like preparation throughout the week, like with scheme and game plan. So a lot goes into it, not just the 1-2, like I said earlier, or effort, because everybody does that on game day. We want to win the game, we want to play hard, but other things go into it.
Final question, Stephen.
Emil, I know he's not the tallest guy in the world, the biggest guy, but Bryce Young is so tough. Can you just describe just his toughness and taking a hit, bouncing back up? It doesn't really seem to faze him like as an offensive lineman. How does that get you up seeing that my quarterback gets hit, but he bounces back up?
Man, it's great to see, and it really, I think it encourages the rest of the offense to do better because obviously if he's getting hit, we're not doing our job as good as we should, and we never like to see that. So seeing him take one for the team, I mean, it's really encouraging, and we love Bryce for that, and that's why everybody on this team has so much respect for him and is willing to go to battle for him because we see him do things like that. So, I mean, obviously we want to do better because we never want to see him hit. So we got to continue to do our job better because that's not the goal to get him hit at all. So